Welcome to the Storyteller's Tavern, where stories are served like ale and the sea is open for you at every table. Let's get back to the story, shall we, my friends? Last time on Hotel Hell.
And it's important to say then that as you take your first few steps, you noticed that there is a certain reflection
On the ground?
on the ground at the very bottom of the stairs. A reflection that undulates.
It's water. I'm done here. I don't really want to go down any further.
Yeah, we don't want to risk damaging any of the equipment.
Or like there being black mold or something.
Do you guys want to explore upstairs?
So we'll head up the stairs, kind of going on the east side. Or sorry, west side.
You guys head towards the master bedroom.
Looks like someone was here recently.
This place must have been used maybe a few days ago.
We haven't seen or heard anyone around so far,
No.
so...
Oh, let's keep going.
Oh, I'm seeing a pattern here, a similar room.
And you guys don't see anything on this one. It's kind of like getting repetitive at this point.
We should move on.
Did I do a spot hidden in here?
You see, seems to be some sort of feather popping out of the bed underneath the sheet.
I mean, is it a white feather?
No, round to green feather.
Pick it up.
You pick it up, it feels like there's a tug as you pull and something hits the side of the wooden frame of the bed, but it's like a heavy thud. Toop.
I pull the feather and...
You pull hard and the feather comes out, but there is other feathers there too.
I think something... Does it smell weird?
Be from the pillows or whatever.
Well, that's why I said it should be a white feather if it's from the pillows.
Oh.
I'm gonna look.
And that taxidermy pheasant is looking at you.
Aww, it's a little friend. Can I pick him up?
And you can see the four, one's 5 since you pulled one of
Oh,
them.
I'm sorry, little guy. I'm gonna try to like
Back in.
put it haphazardly back, just like trying to like envelop it in the other feathers so that it kind of sticks.
We can glue it on later.
Yeah, I can just glue it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep
It can be restored.
I'm gonna name him Spud.
Spud.
Yeah, I had a pony when I was little, and it was named Spud.
Oh.
That can be like the little friend to Chipper.
Oh, Spud and Chipper.
Yeah,
That'd be cute.
that'd be
yeah.
cute.
Sounds like the name of a kid's cartoon.
Yeah. Maybe we could change the pheasant to like a loon, so it's more Canadian.
I don't want to hurt him.
It's dead.
Could make a kid series called Spud. Future plans.
Future plans.
Let's keep going. We have one more room to explore.
Well, on the map, why is this room all blacked out?
I don't know. Is that even a room?
I don't know. Well, let's check out room 6 and then we'll
figure
check
out.
that
See
one out.
whatever that is.
You go to room 6 and the door is stuck.
All right, big man.
Julian takes the camera. Go Roy, go Roy.
Of course, when I'm doing the heroics, there's no one to get good shots of it.
I'm doing my best.
Not all of us went to film school.
I've
went
never-
to film school.
No, yeah, that's... I'm gonna use 5 luck points to make that a
Ooh.
success, because it's only 5 off.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You could push the roll too.
Yeah, I don't trust myself. And I have a lot of luck points. I have
Yeah,
75.
you have so much. Roy is the staunch one among us.
Yeah.
He's a lucky lad. So yeah, it's just a regular success.
You nudge it open again. It takes a little bit more of you than the previous one, but it's not locked or anything. So you just nudge it open and it swings open.
Yeah, that one took a bit out of me.
Still really good.
Thank
Guess
you.
it's the camera holding,
Yeah,
right?
it helps work out the arms.
This one is also another spitting room. This one is 2 doubles.
Can I get the key?
There's no key on this.
Oh,
Can I do a spot hidden just for fun?
Yes.
you got the key.
I'll do one too.
Yeah, that's a fail.
I also failed.
Oh, that's good.
Jesus. It's a magnifying.
You guys are so uninterested by the,
We are
the
tired.
resemblance of the rooms that it's starting to show.
Well, I guess we can see what the
Whatever.
blocked out room on the map is.
Yeah, it's really weird. There's this like spot on the map that's kind of blocked out. Like it has like it's covered or
Yeah,
something.
It's like it's blocking out room 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's room 7.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's nothing creepy in there.
I mean, like 7 is a pretty weird number. Is there like you're an occult person? Is 7 like a number?
Can I roll a cult to see if 7
No, you could just make
is a
shit
cult
up,
number?
right?
I mean, I know 7 has like symbolic.
Isn't 7 lucky?
That is a hard success.
It's a lucky number. It's also the number of God.
That.
There you go.
There you go. That's the
I was just
answer.
trying to see if there was any
God
What was
relevance.
the result?
Hard success.
Yeah, that.
God
That's
number.
the
Set. You know how 6 is mocking Holy Trinity? Well, 7 is God.
I know. It's like
Yeah.
the number of completion.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that Julian was the one that said that.
No, I know some. I know at least that. That's a
Instead
very
of Katya.
that's a very obvious thing to know.
Woody does not know. Woody did not pay attention in Catholic school.
You guys step out to see this, whatever this spot on the map is, and you guys are greeted by a wall.
Oh.
Huh.
That's-
Mystery solved.
That is interesting. I wonder if
I mean, it's kind of weird because there's windows on the map. If these are windows, because there's these little things here.
I have an idea for a sequence that we could film tomorrow. We have sledgehammers, so we can knock down this wall tomorrow morning and see what the mystery lies behind it. Because it's possible that this was closed off. Maybe something happened they didn't want to repair it, but I think we
Maybe.
might be able to knock down this wall.
I mean, yeah, if there's something in there
Yeah.
trying to hide,
Yeah.
then
I think it would be a complete waste if we just let this space
yeah,
stay closed off.
definitely make sure too that we're not like messing with the integrity of the place.
Yeah, we don't want it falling down on us.
Who wants to do a spot hidden roll?
Can we all do one?
I want to
I want to do one.
I want to do one.
We all do one. I love how you asked and it turned into everyone's doing one.
we all
I
want.
do one.
Oh
Yes.
man.
27?
Yeah.
I'm
used 2.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my fucking god, I got a 7 because extreme successes are just what I do.
And it's God. God
God.
number.
God number.
The god number.
and debating using 2 luck points to get a success.
Besties, it's a spot hidden.
Y'all have luck to spend?
You know what? I'm not
That's
gonna.
hilarious.
I'm not gonna, because I have no luck.
I do not have luck to spend, y'all.
Y'all. Y'all.
push it.
But how? By taking my eyes out?
We already succeeded, guys.
No,
Okay,
I'm not
calm
going
down.
to.
So who's succeeded with
Stream.
Yeah, regular success.
you guys do notice that the wood for this wall, it's poking out of the wall. As if it was as if it was like, because this is made of wood, like wooden
Yeah,
beams, in a vertical sense, in a
That's odd.
vertical. That's how they decided to do the insides of these
Okay, yeah.
of this structure, and like the equivalent of like the wooden like beams that they did there, it's poking out like 2 inches, as if it was a separate piece. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is they're doing over something.
It's possible, yeah, as if it was doing over
I
something.
think we've kind of established that.
Discerned that.
We've already discerned that.
Because one
We're
you were
intuitive
guessing,
people.
but this one confirms it for you.
There's
Yeah.
something happened there.
Something's afoot.
Yeah, there's definitely something in there.
Well, we've been pretty much everywhere except for the bathrooms, and gonna be honest, I'm not really too keen on checking those out today.
Especially with the flooding we saw in the basement.
Yeah, I really don't want to see. Maybe we could like send someone else in there.
Maybe.
Ramirez.
Poor Ramirez.
Ramirez needs a pay like promotion.
Yeah. We need to give him more money.
He has been with us for a
Why
while.
did you say this so sensually? We need to give him more money.
The studio. I'll talk to the studio.
hate
Try and get y'all some more money.
I'm quitting.
All right,
Please don't.
let's go outside, I guess.
So you guys spent another good 2 hours, 2 hours and a half exploring the top. Especially with all the spot hidden rolls as you guys were investigating around. But you guys got a good sense now of what the inside of the hotel is. And it should be around 6 o'clock right now. And although it's June, so it would still be daylight. But it seems like there's like a few darker clouds coming in, maybe from the north. The day is still very bright, except for some darker clouds that seems to be coming in from
Like
the north.
rain.
Possibly. But at least for now, it looks like your guys are really good sunlight-wise. And you, as you step outside of the hotel, you are greeted by what seems to be a setup camp, a good 20 feet away from the door. And it's already prepared with a small campfire. And Lynn, she seems to have already started preparing some sort of like food-wise. Some of the canned goods that you guys brought up, she is making something with the fire. And she also has like a makeshift stove on the side too that she's cooking something else on top of it. And Ramirez is reviewing some of his notes on his architectural notebook that he has, and you guys get close to them to sit down and maybe like rest up for the day. There is the tents made in a semi-circular shape-ish that Lynn has set it up for you guys. And there's also a kind of like circle-ish seating arrangement for you guys with like those lawn chairs and those like cloth folding chairs. And yeah, you guys have spots to sit. And Ramirez looks up from his notes as you guys approach, and he goes, "What are your thoughts on the building then?"
I think it has some work. We found some flooding in the cellar. I'm not sure if you noticed that. Yeah,
that was one of the first things I noticed while going through the ground floor.
We have big plans. I'm not sure if you also noticed. It appears room 7 is walled off.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the map, and like there's currently like 10 rooms, but there's like 11 named bedrooms, and there's one in the corner upstairs.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't even go into the rooms. I just wanted to see like the structure of the main. No, it makes sense.
Yeah. We were thinking in the morning maybe filming us knocking that wall down with sledgehammers or something.
We could.
Scott specifically.
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah, because
With the drama.
I don't know how
content.
good I'd be at that.
We can still get shots of you holding the tools.
Yeah.
There was also something we wanted to bring up. In the master bedroom on the second floor, we did find signs that someone may have slept there recently. We're not sure exactly who, but just wanted to make sure that you knew.
And in the ground floor, there was the dead raccoon in the dining room.
Oh, that's what it was smelling bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was really gross.
No, yeah. I'll get the guys from the reservation to help out with that for sure. And my priority was actually to get that cellar drained.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Speaking of which, Scott actually found this. It was a message we found in the ledger in the office. I wanted to see if I could also bring this up with Daniel, but the message read, under no circumstances is the western red cedar tree situated at the northeastern corner of the property to be uprooted or otherwise moved in respect of the native people's beliefs. I just wanted to bring that up to Daniel to see if there is any existing contracts or anything with the indigenous people at the reservation. Just want to make sure that everything is good
That
there.
makes sense, yeah. I don't think I would even need to touch it and kind of he looks at the direction of the tree. You can see it from here actually in the far distance, and it's like a good 80 feet away. This is quite a distance away, and he goes, yeah, there's no reason for me to even get close to that, so sure, if it is important to them, I don't see why not respect it.
I just want to double check in case in the future anything is done that does involve the tree. Want to make sure that there's no violations being made.
And he writes it down on his notebook. Yeah, I'll make sure to pass it along in my report. Yeah. Alright. The rest of the stuff and then he goes through like his sheet, that I noticed that probably requires some aspect of renovation too, is that we probably need to go through the interior lighting and probably illuminating in some way by putting cables and temporary lights in some spots. Clearing off some of the furniture and junk, some of the stuff that is molding and stuff like that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Throwing out those dust sheets. None of that. I barely think any of them would be reusable at this point. maybe measuring and changing some of the windows, and I noticed by one of the doors that were ajar from the ground floor bedroom that one of the windows were broken, so
Yeah.
might need to change and refit those.
And some of the locks as well, and there's some like upstairs windows that like had really gross latches that need to be replaced.
Yeah, so very likely doing that. We might have to strip down some exterior or even some interior walls as well of the
boy.
wooden pieces. And we might have to. Then he looks around and yeah, some of this grass we'll be able to. But that's not bad. I was talking to Daniel before I was in the same canoe with him, and we were talking about some of the renovation ideas that he was giving to us, and he has the means to get some equipment for us, so we could maybe in a day or two get a lawnmower from him. Potentially get, if we need to request stuff, he has the means to contact the outside world. We could too, I guess, with the satellite phone, but I think it's a little bit more reliable through them, and they have their own they are connected to roads, their reservations, so they might be able to use the it might be easier to reach them than reaching us, so we can use them as a means to an end kind of thing.
Honestly, it's a lot, but I will say that this is pretty standard when it comes to renovation. There's nothing catastrophically terrible going on here.
Yeah.
Well, if that's what you say, then yeah, I'm on board.
We've seen worse.
Oh,
As
yeah,
a team,
definitely.
we've seen worse.
Oh, definitely.
It's good.
Roy's even got some footage of it somewhere.
Oh,
Somewhere.
Deep in the archives.
I don't know if I want to see that.
Probably don't.
I didn't
No.
want to experience it, so I definitely want to see it.
Lynn kind of approaches and she's kind of stirring the pot in the middle of the campfire that has some baked beans on it. And she goes, I actually think that we also could go to the reservation ourselves, maybe. It could be a place for us to get some good shots of the locals, and it could be a good feeling for the show, for the episode,
We could talk to
to showcase.
people there. Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, tomorrow?
Yeah. It would be nice to see some of the locals and also kind of bang out the details of what exactly they're expecting as well.
Especially before, we do a lot of renovations. We'll be hard at work soon, so...
Yeah. I think we should run a lot of things by them. That would also give us some time to ask them about the cedar tree. We want this to be coexisting. You know?
Relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want it to be symbiotic.
Ramirez kind of laughs and he goes, why don't you also go to those camping prospector camps that we saw on the way here then? Get a good creepy vibe for the show.
I don't know if that's what we're going for.
I mean, it's history, right?
Yeah, but I don't think we're going for creepy. I don't want to go for creepy. Let's not go for creepy.
We don't have to.
No.
This is more like an uplifting story.
We have mystery, but not creepy.
Yeah.
No, nothing scary.
No.
Wholesome mystery.
I'd be really interested when we go to the reservation to speak to some of the people that, have been around since before the hotel was abandoned, if we can. I think that would provide some really cool insight into what types of people were hanging out.
That reminds me, Ramirez, there's a photo in the trading post room. Wanted to see if you could start looking into possibly identifying where that photo came from.
Sure.
Just to try to get history. We also found some books in the, I believe it was the lounge. They actually have artist signatures. It might be a little bit more difficult, but I wanted to see if we could maybe get into contact, get more history. Also, with the ledgers, this might be a little bit more work. Perhaps you get someone else to do it. But we were trying to find the initials, people with the initials JS from 1924 to 1925. That's very specific, but it's just there was a specific book sort of thing, and it's kind of mysterious. We wanted to see if there was maybe a sort of side thing we can do with mystery. But it's just that would take a few hours, so I can help you with that as well.
Be willing to help as well.
Sure. He kind of, you can see that he's a little bit kind of not too on the boat, on board on this. He goes, well, so you see, my hands are already big tied with the renovations. You know, you can ask Lynn. She probably would be more interested. And she kind of throws daggers at him, like with her eyes, because he's basically just pushing work to her. But she goes, "Sure. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be cooking food here." So, and then he goes, "But in regards to the photo, did you guys look behind the frame?
No.
That my grandmother used to write down who is in the photos behind the picture frame. So."
I don't have a lot of old pictures.
Yeah, we could
Grandma's
check.
house.
We could check that out when we go back to the hotel tomorrow morning.
Alright. So, yep. Maybe that. And I'll see with the boys what we can do about the tree and stuff. And I was thinking of just starting to delegate them to do small jobs here and there, like clearing up some of the stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know, like, depending on how the weather looks, and he looks up to the sky, maybe we might want to actually sleep indoors. Because structurally, it's sound. It's just maybe not sleep in the first bedrooms, the ones on the bottom, because there is the broken windows there.
I guess.
But then the second floor's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
okay.
There were lots of rooms with multiple beds, so.
Yeah. So just pick some. And the equipment is sound in the outhouse, so it's not like even if it starts to rain, it's not gonna be a problem. So yeah, we can do something about that.
You okay with that, Harper, if we sleep inside tonight, now that we've checked it all out?
Yeah, a little better. A little
Okay.
easier.
We don't even need to sleep tonight, but maybe tomorrow, because I don't think it's gonna start raining anytime soon. But
I mean, we were also like playing with the idea of sleeping in the hotel tomorrow night.
and Lynn goes, "Yeah, I did kind of put up this camp for a little while now, so at least I will sleep out here." And she
We
goes,
appreciate you very, very much, Lynn.
"Thank you." Right, and with that, you guys, you share some small talk, eat, get a good time of watching the sky get darkened little by little, and then the sounds of the fauna starts to creep up a little. The cicadas and all the other birds and rustling rodents that composes the orchestra of the wilderness. Until you guys slowly, unless you guys want to do or talk anything specifically, we can go and start saying that you guys set up for the night.
Scott kind of wants to point out to the group, like, are you guys, like, used to this, like, quiet, except for, like, nature sounds?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've never experienced that before.
No, me neither. I was always a city kid, so never really liked camping.
I like it.
I've been camping like a few times. So.
I was camping a lot.
Yeah.
I was pretty outdoorsy. Lived on a farm when I was a kid
No.
with horses.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
My grandma, Flora. Yeah, it's nice. The stars are really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
But-
really see stars in the city much.
Yeah, you'll probably have to like stay up kind of late to see them. If you wanted to stay up like 2, you can see a really nice sky if it's
Yeah.
not cloudy.
Awesome. I will try to stay awake for that long. I'm used to long days, but today has been somehow longer than most. Not in a bad way.
But yeah, and you guys slowly start setting up. You guys choose your tents and go inside of your sleeping bags and doze off. It was good, not much activity, but it was a hard-working day of preparations, expectations, some thrills here and there. But you guys go through it.
I want to wake up early because I want to go look at the cedar tree. Just take a walk to it early in the morning.
Yeah, you wake up and you notice that you might be the first one to wake up. So you slowly, like, I imagine you are in your sleepwear, or do you change
No,
back?
I'll probably change.
And you change back and go to the cedar tree. It's a nice little walk, and the humidity, it's high in the sense that, like, it's like cold breeze of the morning air kind of situation. And it's kind of nice, kind of calming. Although the dark sky is unsettling, because before it was just a few dark clouds.
Oh, is it getting darker?
Now it seems
Okay.
like it has like come over,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't seem like it hasn't rained yet. Just Harper takes that nice little stroll towards the tree. You get close to the tree, like a good maybe 15 feet apart from the tree, and you notice how pretty it is. It's big. It's heavy and very predominant. The red of this wood, it's almost surreal and how predominant it is. Still meshes really well with the brown of the wood, but it's very it stands out a lot. But yeah, anything that you want to do specifically with this tree?
Well, I just want to investigate it.
In full bloom, the outside of it.
Can I try? First of all, can I try to discern like maybe like how old it is? Not like by like knowing to the T the year, but like, you know, like in decades.
Look on your sheet. Is there something like known world or
natural world?
Natural world?
Yeah, it's the bottom column.
All right. In that case, please do a roll for that.
Is this a tree that I would have advantage on knowing because I am local?
Sure, I would say so. Go for I'll give you a bonus dice. Actually, considering that you're local, you probably would have studied stuff like that too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I will allow you to do. If you get a success on either know nature or education,
okay,
I will allow you to do
definitely
that.
better. I don't like to eat it. I think I could push this.
Climb the tree.
How would you push it? I can also provide suggestions if you guys ever feel like I don't know how to push this. I can try to brainstorm it with you guys.
I'm trying to think about how you check trees' age. I know it's like by the rings.
Yeah.
The tree. Can I look at like a branch and have the same kind of effect, or does it have to just be the trunk?
This is a big tree, so to reach the branches, you would have to start climbing.
What's my climbing score at? Terrible. There's no way I could do it from the ground.
I would say that another way to push this roll is just to take your time,
Okay.
looking at the tree, analyzing it, spending like a good 10 to 15 minutes, just like trying to discern it, see if you can find a spot, any other things.
Yeah. Okay, that's better. That's a regular success.
So after no more than 10 minutes, you kind of are trying to enjoy not only the dew, but you're also taking your time with this. It's almost like trying to get familiar. Okay? So you look, it's pretty, it's in full bloom as well, so you can see all the nice, beautiful colors of the leaves on top, the rustling of the wind as it makes it all move. You have the impression that this is like a good tree, a few centuries old.
Yeah, it's one of
Tree.
those.
And it's really, really pretty. Although for some reason you do feel cold in here. It's like you're used to this temperature,
Yeah.
but there is a certain chill as you are going through it. And I'm gonna describe it as you're walking around the tree. Have a good feeling of it and seeing something. And as you're turning around, about to reach where you started your encircling, closer towards the direction of the hotel, you spot something in your peripheral. Something that you swear wasn't there before. When you look at that direction, almost instinctively, more than anything, what you see is a completely contrasting color. The color of pale flower white that is covering from head to toe a man. This man is deprived of any clothing, as his entire body is covered in this white residue, this white material, flower-like material. And he's breathing heavily, and he seems to have been beat up because some of his face is swollen, and eyes shut closed, and there's trickles of blood coming out of his nose and mouth. Additionally, you do see small red trails of blood coming from his hands as he is nailed to the tree in a very uncomfortable way.
He's on the tree?
He's nailed to the tree.
This tree? The cedar tree?
The cedar tree. He is huffing and puffing, and as out of nowhere, you see what would be, or no, better, you hear what would be the sound of water being splashed on something. And as it is, the sound echoes in your mind, the splash. His skin starts to smoke, starts evaporating with such an intensity that would be equivalent of being on the middle of a campfire. And his skin starts to boil, and his area where this feels like the flour-like residue starts to drip as it is as if it was washed out in some way, and where it's dripped it starts to like melt him, and like it's a horrible chemical burn of some sort as he starts to do a horrible scream, howling in agony, and especially his face that starts to melt and boil in front of your very eyes.
You've reached the end of this episode of Hotel Hell. Thank you so much for listening. Your support is greatly appreciated. Subscribe to us on whatever app you use to listen to podcasts, and be sure to catch the next installment of Hotel Hell, which premieres every Thursday. To connect with us, follow our social media accounts, and if you'd like to support us, you can head over to Patreon to join the conversation, view sneak peeks of our next project, and discover our fantastic bonus content. Our intro score was created by Patrick Corton from Off the Beaten Path Musical. The Call of Cthulhu 7th edition module we're playing, Hotel Hell, can be found in Petersen's Abominations. The module is owned by Chaosium and was written by Sandy Petersen with Mike Mason. Thanks again for listening from all of us at the Storyteller's Tavern.